Life is an accelerated movement towards an unknown and a very big world. And perhaps this is the real reason for the hardships that humans face in their life. Except that despite our prior knowledge that our capabilities are limited and our world is small compared to this wide universe, we do not choose how to live in this life. Our decisions are often emotional and uncalculated, and that is because a number of subjective and objective reasons. Here lies the importance of the book Die Empty by its author Todd, who points out that a person should perpetuate his memory, and his life practices should keep him on a real and steady path. Basically, the book is an opportunity to invest everything that God gives you in this life, to bring out your best every day, and increase your chances of success and development in this short life. In the first part of this book's summary, we will discuss the following chapters: Your contribution, Die Empty, Define your battles, Be fiercely curious. Die Empty by Todd. Is there anything more valuable than a person's life? Absolutely not, but what is the reason for all this fear of failure and mistakes? This means that all these negative feelings that can stop the human become meaningless as long as there is death and there is an end of the life of any human being. Which means that everything can lose its importance or danger compared to death as long as we know that death is inevitably coming. This leads us to confirm that death makes man has nothing to lose in this life, and there is no any convincing reason that makes you refuse to follow your heart. Everything in this life can be invested mentally, and engaging in any positive work and sharing it with your near and far surroundings becomes very interesting while living in a very complex reality, and this means that what is mainly required of you is the continuous and focused effort to use your instinct and skills in order to achieve all your goals. In the end, this hard work is nothing but developing inner motivation and strengthening your determination and will. From a different perspective, it is sharpening your skills and carrying out your work in the way that makes you feel that your humanity has already been fulfilled. Bit to remember, your actual life is the amount of contributions to it. All the big ideas started with simple things, including theories and projects that have changed the humanity since its first existence. So do not underestimate any idea, no matter how trivial it may seem to you, or even deserves discussion. What we must understand as we seek to change our lives and our paths within it is that knowledge is deeply within ourselves in a way that may surprise us. All great theories and projects began with an unexpected idea in the back of your mind, and then it grows larger whenever it finds the appropriate conditions for a natural growth that takes into consideration the maturity of ideas. This means that your attention to all the details of life, whether they are big or small, would make your thinking a useful and a latent energy that must be invested in an appropriate way. To achieve this condition, you must follow these steps. Pay attention to all ideas whether they are big or small. Think of how to achieve these ideas. Stay away from everything that confuses your mind and thinking. Strengthen the inner sense by taking advantage of each single detail. Bit to remember, paying attention to all ideas whether they are big or small makes your thinking a useful and a latent energy. The nature of this life is a struggle, and this struggle is a group of battles that should be defined. Here we can say that being successful is not always similar to your imagination, which always means to get the best positions or opportunities. But it is also about emptying yourself of your best work each day depending on your ability to define the right battles. Because this ability of defining is like a compass that helps you determine the right directions in order not to get lost in this life. Which is like a vast desert, and we may ask the following questions: are we really defining our battles accurately? Of course not. As modern life has become very complex to the extent that a person gets lost in this crowd of ideas and perceptions. A person stakes his life on trivial things, and for example, he seeks a promotion in his career and often forgets that he misses many opportunities to make more successful stakes. And he restricts himself to many debts for a specific consumption, while he spends his entire life going on a vicious circle paying for the things he lost in order to satisfy his desires. Defining your through line is simply the focus of time and energy to continue the journey of this life. Bit to remember: defining your battles in this life prevents you from getting lost or confused. Curiosity is not always about interfering in people's business, it is also a burning desire to know and learn. And all big ideas and huge projects began with questioning, and every question is a scientific and cognitive curiosity to a certain degree. And if each one of us thought about his questions, he would find that in the end they aim to remove any ambiguity on any issues that needs disclosure. Curiosity sought to disclose everything and to answer the endless questions in this world. Perhaps the most important thing that arouses your curiosity is to break up the boredom that surrounds you. If we thought about the reality of employees and professions who work routinely without any curiosity and passion for knowledge, we will find that they are characterized by the following. They are not stretching their mind. They are not acknowledging their deeper questions. They are not trying new things. They are living with unchecked, limiting assumptions. This means that curiosity breaks up boredom and opens the minds, and by reclaiming it, the mind adopts an engagement mindset rather than an entertainment mindset. Bit to remember: curiosity opens new horizons for every closed mind.